Hello everybody, welcome to Fish with Bish. Must be 9 o'clock on a Friday. This is just going to be a quick live tonight. I don't know how many people are going to be in. What I might start doing, guys, I'll wait for a few people to come in and then we'll have a discussion about it. Just been watching, I know I shouldn't be publicising someone else's live. Just been watching Matt Hayes on Facebook. What a brilliant show that is. That is an amazing show, that is. So we're going to give it... Oh, here we go. Dojo's in the house. Oh, are you loving it, son? You're loving the weather? Oh, it's cracking weather. I've been out in my garden. No what's it beds for me. No veg beds for me. Seamus is in the house. Seamus did a live earlier in the week. I was so pleased to see him back. Absolutely brilliant. I've now watched Athena's video. I've got 4 or 5 channels. So what I'll do is I'll thumbs up on every channel for her as well. So shame no fishing. Dojo, did you know that Monty's on Gardener's World tonight? My family garden, my mate Monty, is on Gardener's World, or he has been on Gardener's World. I've not watched it because I've been watching something else. Hello, Becky. Thanks for coming in. New people coming in. Brilliant. Bugs and grubs. Oh, talking about bugs and grubs. I've been out in the garden all day. Ant nests. Oh, I moved some bricks today and right underneath, absolutely everywhere. Gary's in the house. Thanks for dropping in, Gary. Let's see if I can turn these notifications off. Right, let's have a look. Oh, yeah, I've changed my name on YouTube. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I've just been out in the garden today. I've finished off the video with, I've been cleaning the pole box, my seat box. As I say, it's about 18 years old and it needed a thorough clean and a smarten up and all that kind of thing, which I've done today. And I've done about 3 videos today for the daily show. For those of you who aren't sort of in it or know it, I do a show daily. Occasionally I miss it purely because of circumstances outside my control, but we're up to about 16 now, so we're up to about 16, 17 daily shows. Another one going up tomorrow. So Dave Scobie's in the house. How you doing, David? To be perfectly honest, mate, the world's not abusing me at the minute. I'm sort of tripping along. Missed the live last week, guys. I do apologise, but we had a bit of a plumbing issue. The boiler went down completely. No hot water, no heating, absolutely nothing at all. So I had to try and sort something out because I live in a house with 2 daughters and a wife, so you can well imagine what it was like with no hot water. So yeah, no, things are ticking over now. Starting to get things done. Garden's nearly finished. Got decking being delivered this week, and I'm making a little bit of a pier area over the pond, over the little nature pond I've got in the back garden, and a little bit of a filming area there. So yeah, it's things as I say, they're tickety boo. Touch a bit of wood. There's got to be some wood here. It is. So yeah. So I've seen Spartacus this week. I've been over to his house. Obviously social distancing, because my dad is 80. He's 80, so he can't come out. So I do his shopping for him. Obviously working at a supermarket, I can do that. And we're keeping him safe, and he's not coming out. So no, things are going okay. So yeah. Right, let's catch up, Dojo. Oh, green thumbed. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah, Monty's turned me to the dark side. Yeah, it's turned me to the dark side. So, but I had issues. I don't know if anyone saw the videos with the flood, and there's me with a sieve trying to catch all the tadpoles and release them back into the pond. Oh my goodness! But hopefully, with the new system that's in place in the garden, I have a sump pump in the garden. So hopefully, if I do get a flood, it'll help a little bit. So, how did you get? Seamus is saying he got recognised as a hero today. How did you do that then, mate? I did actually. I watched Thor, the Ragnarok or wherever it is. I watched that part of that today. Um, but most of the day I've spent out in the garden, filming and digging dog toilets. If anyone knows anything about those things. I've got so far down now, I'm having to use a pick now to get it down. So come on then, Seamus. Tell us how did you get recognised as a hero? Look at me hair as well, guys. Look at me hair, look at me beard. I'm turning into some kind of bloody hermit. Turning into an hermit, I am. But yeah, it's not going to be a long stream tonight, guys. I'm keeping it to about 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. So, no, I'll tell you what I have seen today, or not today, over the past few days, and I don't know if anyone else has seen these. I've started seeing loads of pictures, people putting loads of pictures up on more on Twitter, more on Facebook, because obviously I follow a few fishing groups and stuff like that. But loads of pictures of canals being how clear they are, groups of fish congregating together. It's a bit strange to be honest. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. See, thanks Thor with your Asgardian bringing up. You have to be careful though, mate, because if you're not careful, you end up in Valhalla. Jim Bob, all right, Jim Bob, how you doing, mate? I will watch it. I've got it taped actually. I've got Monty taped. So those of you who don't know, my mate, my brother from another mother, Monty, was on Gardener's World. They're asking for because obviously they can't get out to the gardens and film or with the professionals and stuff like that. So what they're doing is looking at alternative styles of gardening and things like that. And Monty, to be fair to him, I've never seen anything like it before. And watch it. He's got a cracking channel as well. Yeah, Jim Bob's right. Give Monty a watch. Give Monty a watch. He's pretty cool. So yeah, as you come in, guys, if you don't mind, just hit the like button, just to keep YouTube happy. So anyone who's not eating, please hit it for me. It's hot. And just going back to what Seamus is saying there, it's just the lockdown's doing strange things to people, I think. And like putting people under pressure and making them do things. I mean, I'm not excusing anything because no one should eat anybody else. It's but well done, Seamus. Well done. It's not good putting yourself in harm's way when you got a little in yourself and stuff like that. So. Yeah, going back to, I've noticed, and I don't know if anyone else has noticed, if you're on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, the amount of pictures of the clear water in the canals, and I think it's probably because there's no boat traffic for a start, obviously. Also, the locks aren't being opened, so there's no flow of water. So each section of canal, this is my own thoughts on this. I don't know if anyone else has got this, any theories on it or why it's doing it. But my theory is that each section of canal, because they're not opening the locks either end, so there's no flow through or anything like that. But so they're becoming their own pond with no traffic in. And I've seen some decent pictures of like groups of chub, even some carp cruising along. Oh, it's just. I've resorted to feeding the fish feeding my fish in the pond micro pellets, so to get them out so I can film them and watch them swim around. Um, got loads of newts in the pond, loads of frogs, thousands of tadpoles. So it was. Just one. Fair play, Seamus. Fair play. We all like to think that we'd put ourselves in harm's way for someone else. I always like to think that I would do it, but it's a difficult one the amount of people you see when something kicks off on a bus or a train or on the street or whatever. The amount of people that just turn away from it. No, I'd like to think that I'd step in, but it's difficult. It's almost like with frontline and NHS workers, you'd hope that you'd do the right thing and help, but it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because everyone likes to think that they'd do the right thing, but would they? Well, I don't know. But yeah, so what's everyone been up? Well, what's everyone been up to? Sat in the house. We were discussing this afternoon that I could possibly be getting a drink problem because I'm having a beer a day. Because I don't know, I've got to be honest, I don't drink very much now, not like I did back in the day. But with us, you're not on camera, by the way, guys. I just bought it in from outside. Yeah, so. Yeah, back in the day, it used to be a bit of a drinker, but not anymore. Not anymore. I find it if I have 2 beers, I'm asleep. Yeah, I think once you become a father, things totally change. I'm just reading what chat. Crucian Andy's in the house. How you doing? And nice of you to drop in, my friend. We're just talking about Seamus has been recognised as a bit of a hero. Stepped in and helped some young lady out. Let's have a look. I just want to go fishing and camping there. Do you know what, Seamus? I was thinking of camping in the back garden for no particular reason other than just camping in the back garden, but just for a change, just for something else to do. I mean, I'm lucky in the fact that I am still, well, I'll say I'm lucky. Am I lucky? But I'm still at work, so I'm still working. I'm working hard, actually. But I only do the 3 nights, as we know. But they're full on shifts, and like it's big deliveries. But yeah, so I'm quite lucky. So on my days off, I'm trying to do like the videos and all that kind of thing. So I'm sort of pushing things a little bit. So that's how I keep myself busy. And trying to think of, because I've got to be honest, I've been mining old videos for some of the content on the Daily Show. So what I'm going to do now, what I'm trying to do now is build up a stock of 5-6 minute videos that I can just throw in. This next one's going to be quite big though, because it's the cleaning of the seat box, which I've done. So let me just read Dojo's first. Friend of mine opened a pond after 3 years of sorting it. 2 days before the lockdown, bless him. Now he said he might have to give it up due to payment of the land. Oh my God. You weren't in last week, though, Joe, and we were talking about what would you do if you won the lottery, and that would be the thing that I'd do. That'd be exactly the thing that I'd do. Oh, God bless him. Oh, what a downer that is. Friend of mine opened a pond after 3 years of sorting it 2 days before the lockdown, bless him. And now he said he might have to give it up due to payment of the land. Is there no chance he can get a loan or a bridging thing from the government? Or I suppose if it wasn't up and running and it's not a viable business, you'd have to. I don't know how that would work. So, that's a bummer. That is. Oh, Gary's come up with a cracking question. Right, those of you who are fishermen in here, Gary's question is: what's the first pond you're going to fish when this is all over? So, I've been following on Facebook because Gary, I don't know if you know, but there's like a group of 5-6 fisheries that I fish purely because that's where they are. That's sort of where I am and the time that I have. Although I can go fishing, I go fishing at least once a week. It has to be within a parameter of time parameter, so that I can pick the wife up when she finishes work, or do you know what I mean? So I'm back for when the kids get back, type of thing. But I've noticed and looking at John at Bell's Mill, which is in Stourbridge. I don't know where you are, Gary, but John at Bell's Mill has been putting up some videos. And the other, because I follow all the local ones, and they should be putting videos up of the fish and what's going on and stuff like that. But John at Bell's Mill has put loads of videos up. If you follow Bell's Mill on Facebook, just take a look at what John's doing there, and showing the fish and stuff like that. So I'm thinking it's either going to be, Gary, we've not decided yet, me and my dad, whether it's going to be Bell's Mill or Alv Church. There's an Alv Church video coming up soon. It'll be in this week because I've got to do more fishing stuff, really. It's called Fish with Bish, and I'm just putting paintings on and gardening stuff. And so I've got to start doing a few more fishing things. So I do have an Alv Church fishery video coming up, and I had such a brilliant day there. Absolutely stunning. There was obviously all the fish, and I caught loads and loads of different fish, but there was also a kingfisher whizzing to and fro and stuff like that. So it might even be down to a flip of a coin. Might even be a flip of the coin, Gary, just to see where I'm going to go. Where would you be, Gary? What's the local one to you that is your? Are you going to go to a favourite one, or are you going to go to one that you've always wanted to go to and never done it before? Do you know what I mean? Having it that kind of way, because that's another thing. Do you want to try somewhere new straight away, or do you want to just settle back in like a comfy chair? Seamus is saying the River Asgard. That's where I'm not surprised, Seamus. For those of you who don't know, Seamus, the lucky bugger, has been given the fishing rights to a stretch of river, and it's. I think Seamus wouldn't be offended if I called it like a very small river, which he's managing and maintaining, keeping clean and making deeper pools and stuff like that in the area. So I can well imagine Seamus. I bet you can't wait to get out there. Gary again up in Yorkshire. Hudson's Farm for me. After years of not fishing, my dad has had his eyes done. I wants to start. Oh, Andy. Oh, that's brilliant news. That is absolutely cracking news. I bet he's champing at the bit. Where's Hudson's Farm? And whereabouts is that? What one is that one? I mean, I'll probably look it up after. Um, but yeah, oh, I bet you can't wait to get out. What you gonna do? Has he still got all his kit, or are you gonna sort of stake him with a couple of rods, or I don't know if he's fished with a pole, or yeah, I know. Those of you who don't know, again, I went over to Seamus's as Guardian Adventures. Went over, and it's one of the best days out I've had. We went and we saw some, as I say, not big rivers. We're not talking wide rivers. We're talking probably 10 foot, 15 foot across, and we saw some big fish. Some absolutely, oh wow. And Andy's saying his dad's shopping. Oh, brilliant! Yeah, Andy, my dad won't try the pole either. I've got so many like spare um, uh, old poles and what's it? I'm gonna do a video. I was saying earlier, what I'm gonna do is I'm emptying the garage and emptying the shed of all my fishing gear, completely just getting everything out. Probably need to start at 6 o'clock in the morning. To be fair, I'm going to get it all out in the garden, set up all the rods, check, make sure, and all that kind of thing. I'm gonna restring. Well, it's not a bow. I'm going to re-elasticate it all my top kits, every single one, whether I think it needs doing or not. So yeah, I'm gonna. Oh mate, I'm made up for you, and I bet you can't wait to go out with your dad again. It's brilliant fishing with your dad. I love fishing with my dad. I've only got to look at the bugger and he makes me laugh. Oh God. So Gary, it will probably be Birkwood Fisheries for me. It's just up the road from me. There's 5 pond and there's some right zoo creatures in there. Whoa, Gary, here's a question for you, and here's a question for everybody as well. Because Gary's saying he's got 5 ponds and stuff like that, and they've obviously got all different types of fish, and probably got a match one, probably got a kids pool, that kind of thing. Now, are you gonna target the zoo creatures, or are you gonna want a day? Listen to my accent. Are you going to want a day where it's just like a real mix of fish? Oh, there's a question for you. Do you want just a pleasure angler's day where you can just sit at the bank, just drink it in, not drink the water, but drink it all in? Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm looking forward to. Do you know what? Tomorrow, because I've cleaned the box out, I'm going to set the box up. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to set the box up so that I know everything's done up properly and all that kind of thing. And I'm going to set a pole up. I'm not going to fish in my pond because the goldfish are only about that big. So that's the biggest one. There's a couple small ones, but they're brilliant colour. They're black and the bronze underneath. They're cracking. But yeah, there's a question for you guys. Are you going to target a specific fish, or are you going to go for a pleasure day? Yeah, and yeah, mixed bag. I think I'll probably take a mix of baits as well. So I'll take some pellets because obviously I'm hoping. I think. Oh, and there's another question, guys. Another one. Here's another question for you. When do you think they're going to allow the fishing to start again? Is it gonna be one of those things where I read somewhere that fishing and golf, they are activities that you can do keeping social distancing, um, and so they might be one of the things that are sort of, you know what I mean, they might be one of the things that are what do you call it, on the lock when they release the lockdown off slowly. It might be one of the things that you can do. Are you me, Gary? Am I posting this? Gary's put, do you know what, Bish? I am happy catching roach and skimmers all day, but I do like to target the carp in the margins using sloppy paste. I'm not a fan of the pace, Gary, because for me, I'm such a I'm either so much that the bait is on that I have to keep lifting it up and then making sure it's on, and then obviously when you put it down, it comes off, and oh yeah, but yeah, other than that, mate, oh yes, yeah, and me too. I'd much rather, for instance, at the Alf Church video, which will go up probably. Give me a couple of days. Probably Monday, Tuesday. It'll go up, and it'll be a two-parter as well, because I've got so much footage. But on that day, I caught a roach, a bream, a skimmer, a barbel, carp, perch. Did I say roach? Roach. What else did I have? A chub. I had every single fish that was in that lake. It's called the Arrow Lake at Alf Church, and I fished peg one. And funny enough, the week after I fished that, I saw Andy May fish it in one of the magazines. It was a bit of a what's it. So sorry to say, Matt, I'm going to have to go. If anyone wants to go to bed, so I'm going to read a story. I'll try and get back. Seamus, I'm not staying long. I'm only gonna do half hour tonight, guys. This because I am gonna do some more lives in the week. Probably in the afternoon I might do some because we're not going anywhere, or a lot of us are not going anywhere. And also I'm not feeling too good at the minute, to be honest. So I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to knock it on the head in a minute, but. It's just remember, guys, that I am going to be doing some more lives in the week, and probably some lives from the garden, and I'll probably have some of the kit out and stuff like that, so we can have a bit of a chat then. I'm sorry if you was expecting a long one tonight, but as I say, I just needed to do a bit of a. I just wanted to get back to the live because I missed it last week, and I wasn't going to do one tonight, but I just thought, no, I'm not letting everybody down again. So no, absolutely brilliant, Gary. Thanks for coming in, mate. Because you've given us some nice things to talk about there, and that's what this live stream's all about. It's all about let's put a few things out there. Let's have a chat. Let's try and have a think what we would do in that scenario and stuff like that. But yeah, Seamus, give Athena a hug for me. And as I say, I am gonna please, guys, Seamus. Athena's Adventures. Seamus's little girl does like her own little YouTube channel, and it's normally on a nature basis. So please watch those and give them a like and give her a subscribe as well, because it's a cracking little channel, and Seamus is there as well. So, but yeah, guys, thank you very much for coming in. I am going to go now because I actually need to go. But I am going to do some lives in the week, and I'm going to do them from the garden, and I'm going to do them with the kit out and stuff like that, and we can have a chat about what I've got. I've got some really old rods and really old reels as well that I know are there, but I've got to dig them out, so we'll have a look. So guys, sorry to cut it really short this evening, but I do have to go, I'm afraid. So I'll see you in a week. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Stay in. We will go fishing on the bank soon. So, night, guys. Night, guys.